Hello Total War friends, this is the second video guide I promise, and I will show you uh, some army formations for new players and and discuss the battle a little bit. So on the left side you want to set up your retainers. It doesn't matter how many you have. If you have a 10-star skills, then you're going to have your 5 retainers. If not, you're going to have less. So in this case, no matter how many you have, the most important is to boost up the morale of your units and your melee of your units. In this case, that's what I have. I set up with 2 melee attack. I set up with Reno teaching that will give me extra morale and extra defense on my units. I put the World Warrior, which is gonna penalize the enemy with -1 melee attack and -1 morale. I have the trading post that will make my units a little bit cheaper, and I have the +2 attack for my swords because I'm gonna use swords for this game to show you what is gonna happen. So before that, you need to understand what really means attacking skill, defense skill, and morale skill on the game. When you set up a skill and upgrade your unit with attack, then attack means how fast you kill the other unit. When you put a defense skill, means how slow you die, how slow your unit will die during the melee. And if you put a morale skill, means how long this unit is going to fight. So those are the 3 important stats for your skills that you need to upgrade. The units, especially your infantry, you want to have them with attack and melee. If your unit is cheap and they have poor morale, they're not going to fight too long. When you have those like those right here, those Lona Cigarus, there are a lot, there are 120 men each unit here, but they don't have a good morale, which means they're not going to fight too long. And when the morale be penalized, then their melee and defense stats also they go down. So it's very important the Cigaru units to boost the morale first, and then you give them maybe defense or attack, whatever you want to give them more, but the morale is very important to do them. But a unit like the Najinada warrior monks, the morale is not a priority because they already have a very high morale. They're going to fight to the last man, close to the last man. So these units, you're going to boost up whatever the retainers give you on that side. So you're going to boost up with those units more defense, more attack, whatever you can have. You don't need morale on them much. So the concept of morale in the game, and on most of the Total War games, except Rome 2 that screw up the morale value, they try to create a kind of realistic experience for the player, for the strategist. You will see when you play a much better player than you, they will have their few units, especially some light cavalry units, they're going to move them on the flanks of your infantry or behind you. And even though they might not melee and they might actually get in battle, but they just stay on your flanks or the back of your army, actually they do penalize your morale, and you have to understand that the veteran players will do. You will see they will get some of their infantry and most of their cavalry, and they will move them to the red line of the side of the map. I call it red line bouncing. So they're going to move them to the right line, and then they're going to charge you on your flanks and from the back. Even if they don't charge you, they penalize your morale. Therefore, they penalize your melee stats of all your units. So it's very important for now, any retainers you have, to boost up those 3 skills, and not boost up skills for the archers that are basically they have very low rate of fire. So I'm going one by one the units and talk to you a little bit about them before actually I set up an army for you. And as you can see, your general, I suggest you put him on hold firm, because that will boost the morale and beat the melee stats for all your units that are close to him. The light cavalry is a very excellent unit. They have an excellent charge bonus. They are the first wave to attack, especially from the flanks the enemy. Everything works, even spears, they can give a big amount of casualties to the other side. So you want to be very aggressive with them and use them. You don't need to upgrade them. The Yari cavalry is the core of your cavalry. You don't need to upgrade them either too much. They have good melee stats and good charges. So you don't want to charge them, upgrade and make them too expensive either. You want to have numbers on cavalry, because you want to attack them from different lines of attack, different angle of attack, different directions. So instead of have 3 very strong and very expensive cavalry that is very easy to defend, or your opponent can defend from you, you want to have 3. You want to have not 3. You want to have 6 of those. So it's harder for him to actually defend from all those that are going to start charging from different directions. And you create a level of complexity that is working on your advantage, because you choose when you're going to charge them or not. The Nachigana Warrior Monk's Cavalry, it's a kind of hybrid, good melee and a bit of cavalry, but it's not going to survive from a Yari cavalry. Yari cavalry will do that bit, monk cavalry. But if you decide to have all monks, ras, your whole units, then you're going to use retainers for monks anyway, so you use those cavalries as well. The horse archer, it's a very good unit. Actually, I like it better than the cheap bow foot archers, because they have an excellent rate of fire, and you can move them around. You can bait enemy cavalry, you can shoot enemy monks or expensive units, you can move them on the flanks, you can put them unlimber them and keep them behind your army. You can do a lot of things with this unit, and you don't need to upgrade them much either. The Katana cavalry is the specialty of Katana cavalry is to kill foot swords. The problem with this unit is that it's very slow, and it's very easy from the enemy to shoot it with matchlocks or archers. This unit needs to go to the right time on the enemy units and kill them fast. Therefore, it's very important this unit, if you get 1 or 2, to actually really upgrade it, and do not engage it with other enemy cavalry, but keep it on reserve when the gaps show up to go and hit swords. The Yari Cigar is an excellent unit because it has the wall pike. You can create a whole army, heavy army built with Yari Asigaru and Lone Asigaru units. The Yari Samurai is also a very good unit. He can go fast, he can have a good defense, he can fight on melee other units, it fight long enough, and also can kill cavalry very easy. The warrior nuns here are not that good, they don't have too many men, they have some stats on numbers, but actually multiplayer battle, they're not going to fight too long, because a couple of volleys from enemy matchlocks and half of them they're going to die. The Nachimata Samurai are very good units, kind of slow, but on flat maps, so the speed is not going to be affected. Are very good rushers, especially for spares specialties that you can put on banzai on them. They have excellent armor, excellent morale, they have defense, and if you upgrade them with attack and whatever else you want, then if they're going to go banzai, then they are unbeatable if you know how to use them. The Nachivada warrior monks are very good for rush, especially with maps that they have a lot of forest and woods to hide because they don't have too much good armor. Other than that, they fight long, they demoralize the morale of their enemy. They are very good units for us. The long sword Ashigaru is very good unit for the Monday. If you are a sword specialty and you put Banzai on them, then you can create with combination of Yari Ashigaru a very strong Rush army. The Katana Samurai is also very good sword unit. Has nice good morale in case you wanna you expected the enemy that the opponent is going to also play skirmish and is going to shoot you a lot, so you want to have this unit upgraded, of course, and they can last longer. The Nodachi Samurai have the Banzai for free bonus, and they are the most common armies upgraded to up to 20 of attack. Then you have a strong 3-4 of them that you can really play any player with this kind of units. The Nachivada attendants are, I think, the best unit of the game. They costing only 211 funds, 220, whatever. I have the discount here, the trading post. So for me, it's costing only 211. It's such a cheap unit, and you can use it with so many different uses. They can be a color fodders. You can, if you need to rush, if you need to attack, you set them forward. They will eat all the bullets, and then your elite infantry units, they're going to arrive to the enemy lines unharmed. You can go after dodgers with them. You can. It's the cheap use to protect your lines from expensive cavalry. It can fend off cavalry, and you need at least 3 of them in any army you have. The swords attendants are cheap as well. It's the cheap version of the Najinada attendants, but they don't have too much of a good of the armor, so most of the time you use them all if you run out of money. The Matsulaka Ashigaru units are okay, but they don't have a good accuracy or reload. And when the melee starts, then you have to force to bring the Matsulaks on behind the enemy, your lines, and don't ever let them shoot the back of your friendly fire of your units. They're gonna kill more of your units than actually the enemy. So it's a good unit if they have a lot of open space in front of them, but don't ever let them start shooting the back because they're gonna kill you. The Matchlock Samurai are the best unit Matchlock. It has great armor. You can use it in front of your main infantry group. Because of this armor, even if you need to attack and the opponent has archers, they're going to start shoot that unit and they're going to fight a little longer because they have more armor. You don't need to upgrade them. You can have 2 of them. The Matchlock Warrior Mag is actually a very nice unit if you put it and increase the reload and the accuracy skills of this unit. Then after 4 skills you can put 10 tokens on them and you give them extra range. And this unit, it's an excellent flanker with spears to go around and hit the enemy from the flanks. Very good unit with extra range. And finally, the Bow Warrior Mag is the best unit for archers. Do not use 3-4 archers of any other kind. You only need 1 of this unit or 2 of those with 200 extra range, and you're going to do fine. You don't need more than that. So do not avoid to use cheaper foot or archers units because I think they are overpriced, and also they have such a low rate of fire that are not worth it to take it. And the more archers you have, the harder it is to be protected. Okay, see you soon for the battle so I can show you the formations.